Now, from South Seminole Academy in Castleberry, Florida, direct from the third floor of building number 3, this is South Seminole News.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the South Seminole Lounge. My name is Mr. Miles. I'm joined here by Sophie and our special guest, Dr. Griffin. He is on his, I wouldn't call it your farewell tour just yet.
That's right.
But you've got a lot of schools you'll be visiting in the next few days.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Well-
I'll be superintendent through the end of the school
Of
year.
course, yes. And then you were visiting Castleberry Elementary earlier today as well?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. And now he stopped by here at South Seminole Academy. And we have 40 years, 40 questions. Just kidding. It's only 10 questions. We only have 10 questions. Our first question comes from Chloe. She's a Seminole Connect student from first period. Chloe Fisher, do you have a question for Dr. Griffin?
One thing you do every year is congratulate all of the safety patrols and watch those student protectors head into middle school. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really good, and it's a great memory because I was the safety patrol in elementary school, and we look forward to that. The board and I go every year to congratulate our safety patrols because they're leaders and they're also concerned about everybody's safety. So we love doing that every year.
Very good. Both my daughters did it, and I've got video of you shaking their hands from both years that they did that as well. Our next question comes from Amelia. She's also Seminole Connect from first period. Amelia, you have a question?
What were some of the hardships you encountered while being an educator? How did you push through?
Yeah, I think the hardest part of being an educator is that schools are just a microcosm of what's happening in society. And a lot of times when I see there's unrest in the nation or in the globe, it's troubling. And we figure out how to get the right message and how to be supportive and how to teach our students to be good people and how to persevere through big problems.
Very, very good. Next question is from Haley, who's also a Seminole Connect student. Haley, you have a question?
What was something that happened to you during your career that changed your life?
Well, a lot of things. I think becoming a parent, raising children while I was a young teacher and a young administrator made me more sympathetic to the challenges that parents have. Both my wife and I worked when our children were young. So I think it made me a better educator, more sympathetic and more understanding.
Did any of your kids go to the same school you were teaching at?
Yes, where I was principal, yes.
Yes, that's going on with my daughter right now.
Yes.
Hi, Riley at home. I'm sorry, Riley.
Hello, Riley.
I'm sorry. Riley's going to ask a question a little bit later. Our next question comes from Jenna. She's also Seminole Connect first period. Jenna, you have a question?
Out of all the SCPS improvements you have played a part in, which are you most proud of and why?
Yeah, I think hands down, I'm working with the board, all the programs, including this program that we have available for students across the district. I'm a big believer in magnet programs, big believer in programs emphasis, and the board and I have been really, really successful at getting more career technical opportunities for students. So I think all the choices that are available make me very, very proud.
Oh, very good. He came prepared. These are good answers, would you say? Yes, this is very good. Our next question comes from Sophie. Sophie's going to ask the questions from our face-to-face students who are here in first period. Go ahead, Sophie.
Do you remember your first year as a teacher? Were you nervous, excited, etc., and why?
Yeah, I was very, very excited, and I was very nervous. I taught 7th and 8th grade math my very first year teaching, but I loved it, and I never looked back. I always thought that that was the job for me, and quite frankly, of all the jobs I had, I think teaching was probably the best job I've ever had.
Very, very good. Will you ask the other questions from our face-to-face students?
What was your overall goal for the Seminole County when you became superintendent?
Yeah, I had 3 goals that I brought up in the interview, and they were college, career, and citizenship. And it was to continue the university and college excellence that the district already had through advanced placement, advanced opportunities. Second was career, and that was to have lots of career opportunities available for all of our students. And third, which I really think at the end of the day is probably most important, is citizenship. It's students and all of us understanding and appreciating the freedoms that we have as Americans.
I met somebody recently who was telling me about a program you had started about auto repair. Was it? I forgot what school it was. You just recently had a ribbon cutting or something for a new location where they're learning how to do auto repair at the high school level
That's
now.
correct,
That's amazing to see that they're doing
auto
that.
repair, aviation, we have all sorts of programs. Yeah.
Very, very
The
good.
board's been really supportive of that.
Our next question comes from Chloe Lee. She's Seminole Connect from first period. Chloe, do you have a question?
What who inspired you to become an educator?
It had an interesting route, but I have to say, hands down, my 5th grade teacher, Miss Cotton, she encouraged me to run for student government in 5th grade. And in those days, 5th grade was self-contained, and my whole class worked on my campaign. And I remember it was really probably the first real public speaking experience I had. I had to speak in front of the whole auditorium, and she'd take me in there and practice and practice and practice. And I had note cards. And I remember the morning that I had to go give my speech, I'm walking up to the stage, and she took my note cards from me. And I had to speak to the whole school. And I remember when they tallied all the votes and I won, my class screaming and being all excited. And I remember just realizing the impact that one person can have really made me want to be a teacher.
I just gasped, and so did you when you heard that. He took his note cards away from him. Like, if you did that to me right now, I'd be like, okay, this interview's over. I'm sorry.
I had no note cards.
Wow. This next one is another face-to-face question from Alyssa.
When you were our age, did you plan on working at schools or as a superintendent?
Really, I had no idea that I would ever be a superintendent. I probably barely knew what a superintendent was when I was in 6th grade. I always knew I wanted to be with people and help people. And really, the career route that I had has just been through enjoying every single job I've had along the way. I was a teacher and principal and a few other jobs before I was superintendent. And I think it's all about just working hard and caring for people and trying to do the right thing all the time. But I never woke up one day and said, when I grow up, I want to be superintendent. I just wanted to be a good worker and be a good person.
Very good. Our next question comes from Riley. She's one of our Seminole Connect first period. Riley, you have a question for us?
What has been the hardest challenge for the school board because of COVID-19?
There's been a lot of challenges for the school board. I think, hands down, the hardest part is the emotions and the roller coaster that we see our families going through. And that's why the board really encouraged me to bring forward lots of options so families can make their personal choice. Everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different situation. So we did that. We gave, as you see, we have Seminole Connect going, we have face-to-face going, we have kids at virtual school, we have some hybrid models. But I think it was us seeing our community not at rest, everybody worried about their family's health and everybody having individual situations. Hands down, this COVID experience has been one of the most challenging years in my career, and it's why I'm glad I am here this year to just do my part on the team to help us get through all this. But it hasn't been easy.
I mean, there was a long period of time when teachers and students were at home over the summer, over the extended spring break, where we were wondering what was going to happen.
Yes.
Those were some of your busiest days, I'm sure.
They were, and there was a lot of uncertainty, and the medical information was changing. But the last thing I'll say about it, the thing that got me through it were all of the medical doctors in the area that came to the table to help me, because I learned some people had political reasons for asking us to do certain things, but I learned if I really stuck with science and medicine, and that guided our decisions, we were in good shape. So I'm very proud of where we are today. I know it's not perfect, and not every situation is perfect, but I think we did the best we could do with everything we had control over.
Started out as a math teacher, learned a lot about science in the past year. It sounds
yes,
like.
virology.
Our last question comes from Colin. He's Seminole Connect from first period. Colin, you have a question?
What are you most looking forward to in your retirement?
Looking ahead now. Okay.
Hands down, I have 3 grandchildren and a 4th on the way. And the job I have now, I am very, very busy and love every minute of it. But I'm looking forward to a weekend without a text message related to work or a phone call, or just to relax a little bit and enjoy my wonderful family.
I know how many emails I have with my Seminole County email address. I'm just wondering when the day is when you finally deactivate that account and how much free space we're going to get back into our system.
Yes.
I have one more question that's not on the card. I was wondering if you could give us an update on the status of Arts Alive this year, and then maybe let the audience know, what is Arts Alive?
Yeah, first of all, Arts Alive is the #1 fundraiser for our foundation. The foundation raises money for the schools. And Arts Alive showcases all the great arts programs in the district. I understand this year we're actually going to be getting an update at 2 o'clock today. It's going to be a virtual event.
Excellent.
And there'll be virtual tryouts. But working with the board, we've decided to expand Arts Alive a little bit to showcase some programs in addition to the arts, to really showcase Seminole County Public Schools.
Excellent.
This is a strange year.
Yeah, it is.
We have to go virtual, but I think 2021 and forward, you're going to see a little different program.
Excellent. We always look forward to hearing about Arts Alive. I get to work on it every year
Yes,
with
you
Bob
do.
Fryer.
Yeah.
And this would be our 6th year putting a video together, but
Wow.
we'll have to wait to see what your announcement is to see
Yes.
what exactly we can throw together this
Yeah.
year. Well, we have a little video to play for you, and then we will sign off for the day. Could you activate that for me?
On September 4th, we received the news. You made an announcement that gave us the blues.
Next year, right here, something big will transpire.
I have informed the board that I would like to retire.
We've had time to reflect and think of things to say. You've educated us all, and that's impossible to repay.
Congratulations, Dr. Griffin, on your service of 40 years. You are honored and admired by your staff and your peers.
As students, we are grateful for your guidance in 2020.
Now stand back 6 feet as we're trying to be funny.
Your time here was important, which is something we all knew, so we'll try to explain what 40 years breaks down to.
It's 480 months with not a lot of breaks. That's a lot of board meetings, ribbon cuttings, and handshakes.
And 350,000 hours. If we knew where you lived, we'd send you some flowers.
That's 14,600 days minus the summers and that hurricane phase.
Standing at a podium talking to a news crew. I guess when I think about it, you had to work those days too.
When you reflect on 40 years and all of the people you have met.
You probably won't miss the ones that say, 40 years? I wasn't even born yet.
The news came to us late because COVID is no fun.
I was hoping to announce this the past spring when I turned 61.
The announcement was made not on TV or news clips. You told us on YouTube, and it's got 12,000 hits.
You've been a teacher, principal, and with you, we've been dependent.
Oh, and for a few years, you were a superintendent. I don't know what that is.
You got us pre-K in every elementary school. Some of us were those kids, and that's pretty cool.
Wow.
With you, Dr. Griffin, we succeeded a bunch.
With all of you, we have accomplished so much.
You were always so friendly, it was your greatest feature. Now please sign this form so you can be a substitute teacher.
Beautiful.
Well, congratulations to Dr. Griffin on 40 years. We thank you for being on our show today. And do you have any final words for South Seminole Academy before you go off to visit your next school today?
Thank you for the awesome video, and I want a copy of that. I will treasure it always.
Absolutely. It's up on YouTube right now, actually.
And students, just keep up the hard work. You have a great principal and great staff here, and you have so many awesome opportunities. Take advantage of it. The time is going to go really fast. Before you know it, you'll be graduating from high school. So enjoy every minute of it, and we'll get through this COVID, and life will be back to normal someday.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin, for visiting with us today. Thank you, Sophie, for asking questions. And for you guys at home, thank you very much for asking questions. That's all for today. We'll see you next time on The Lounge. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
What's over there? Hello, friends, and you are our friends. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Dean's Den. Here joining us in our den, we've got Mr. Bradley, Ms. Tanlich, and Ms. Gonzalez, our sixth grade math team. Noticeably missing is Ms. Pearson. She is back from her weekend, and she will be joining us shortly to discuss some more issues about the den. But having said that, I just want to get right into it. I just want to introduce you guys. I'm just going to go from starting, Mr. Bradley. If you could tell us just a little bit about yourself, kind of how long you've been here. We know you guys teach math. Have you taught any other subjects? Just kind of little things so our audience can get a little more used to our sixth grade math team. Mr. Bradley, I'll kick it over to you.
Well, it's nice to be in the den. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Now, just to know that we did have another guest lined up, but again, the elusive Dr. Coleman was unable to attend. And I don't want you to think you guys are the second team. You're definitely the first team.
We know.
So I just wanted to, okay. All right, Mr. Bradley. I just want to make sure you understood.
Thank you. Very honored. This is my 9th year of teaching at South Seminole. Little known fact, I started off as a substitute teacher here.
Oh, okay.
So I've been here for a while, and I've been enjoying myself.
Great. That's awesome. Well, welcome to the den, Mr. Bradley. Ms. Tanlich.
I have taught at South Seminole for 7 years, and no, I have taught nothing other than math.
And you were a basketball coach as well.
Yeah, I'm great at basketball.
You are. That's and humble, I see.
I'm ready to see how tall she is.
She is. I referenced earlier if Miss Tanlich needed a footstool, but apparently she said that she was fine.
I'm good.
So that's great.
So
Ms. Gonzalez?
I've been here for year 9. I'm 8.
Yeah, 8 years now.
Right.
Teaching math, and before that, I was a teacher in Puerto Rico, a history teacher actually.
Excellent. All right. And you guys have always taught 6th grade math?
No, well, everything.
Here.
Everything. Right now, we are teaching 6th, 7th, and
In 8th
algebra.
grade math with Connect. How's that working with the Connect classes? I mean, are you guys, you're all Connect, right, Ms. Gonzalez?
I have one face-to-face
One
and all Connect.
face-to-face. And then you, Ms. Tandlich, have?
I have all face-to-face.
All face-to-face?
And like 4 and 5 here and there on Connect.
Okay. And Mr. Bradley?
I have a mixture of everything.
So-
6th grade, 7th grade, Connect, face-to-face.
So really, we have like the whole gambit right here. So how do you guys, how's it working? What do you guys think so far?
I mean, it's challenging, but it's still, we're making it fun. We're making it work. We're trying our best.
It's interesting. I don't know about the fun part, but
Right.
it is interesting. It is very, very different than what we are used to do
Mhm.
when we are having them face-to-face.
Right. Ms. Tandlich, do you have anything to add to the experience?
Mine is mostly face-to-face, so I think I feel the most normal out of
Okay,
everybody else.
Well, I always try to tell parents, I say, it's my first pandemic too.
Yes.
So, as much as the students are trying to figure it out and the parents are trying to figure it out, I think you guys are trying to figure it out as well on your end. So it's not, there's no rule book written here. It's kind of like making history, essentially.
Every day.
Every day is
Yes.
different. You're absolutely right. So that's awesome. What are some of your hobbies? We'll start with Mr. Bradley, if you guys, that we can.
Well, when I can, I like to get outside and play some tennis or run or jog. That's
And
not
watch
it, but
PBS. He really enjoys watching
I
PBS.
do like PBS. PBS is very educational and informative, and the History Channel too.
Excellent.
He also doesn't have cable. That's why he
And
has PBS.
Ms. Tandlich, and Ms. Tandlich, Ms. Gonzalez said you enjoy skydiving? Is that?
I have skydived.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
that the past tense?
Out of a plane.
Before. Yes, I
Yes,
have. That I actually have done.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the question. Miss Tandlich, I don't know, but the Dean's Den's a professional show. We do our homework on our guests. So
Okay, so I'll answer your question seriously. And I actually
well, ma'am, it was a serious question. So skydiving, tell us about it.
honestly, it's been 5 years? I don't even remember anymore. It's one of those things that you say, yeah, I did it, and you throw it out in conversation to be cool, but there's not much else to it. I didn't die.
Well, that's good because you're here. Thank you. You obviously don't teach science. Miss Gonzalez.
I didn't get to say my actual hobby.
It's my turn.
It's Miss Gonzalez's turn. Let's not be rude. I'll come back to you, Miss Tandlich. Go ahead, Miss Gonzalez.
I'm just gonna let her answer her question.
Oh, great. You're then giving your time back to her. Awesome. All right, Miss Tandlich, let us know. What do you got? Other than
Thank
skydiving,
you.
what else you got?
I like to do escape rooms, and I have done 88 of them
88?
thus far.
How well have you gotten out? Pretty well getting out of them, or?
I haven't done it since the last 3, but last time I checked, we were in the 80%.
Oh my goodness.
Escape
I'm
rate.
gonna have to remember her next time we do an escape room.
You
as an
don't.
admin team.
Actually, you don't. You never want to go with her to escape.
What happens in the escape room?
She's good at it, but her attitude.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
No, but I've gotten so much better. You know what it is? I don't like when there's something in my hand and somebody takes it out of my hand. I don't have the patience for that. So yeah.
This looks like an escape room.
Well, yeah.
got that with the
Well,
little
I see Miss Tandlich being a little upset. I might have to escape myself with that anger. That's really cool, though. I didn't know that escape room. Is there a certain escape room you like to go to, like certain themes or anything specific?
I like scary ones. Those are fun because they do stuff that actually is scary. Like they actually.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. And being October.
Exactly. I will be doing one tonight.
Oh, that's awesome.
can I
Would you
have
like
my
to let
time
the
back?
audience know where you'll be in case they?
No, I'm good.
No, okay, all right.
You see me, you see me.
Dr. Coleman's not the only elusive one on campus. Ms. Gonzalez.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
giving
you
me
for your
my
time.
Yeah,
Thank you for
giving it back. I'm the least active of the 3 of us. I don't do any sports or anything like that. I like singing. I like to do puzzles and just watch TV, and that's the only time that I have left for.
Well, she has 2 lovely daughters. She has
I
a
do.
family.
She does have 2 lovely
Yes, I do.
Winter
And like
Springs?
75 animals.
That's,
True.
Well, that was
True.
going to.
That is true, too.
Thanks for trampling on
Do
my
better.
interview
I thought you-
questions,
yeah.
Ms. Tandlich. I need you to just be the guest. So the animals, as we're getting to it, you do have a lot of animals at home as well, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the more exotic animals you have at home?
I just have dogs and cats.
Really, that's it?
Yeah,
I thought
that's
you
it.
had some reptiles that I heard. Or other
Definitely not. I'm scared of those.
Oh, well, got some bad information from Ms. Tandlich. Okay,
Don't ever
so
trust her, yeah.
She's not going to escape this one. Bad info. How many dogs and cats do you have?
Oh Jesus, I have so many. It started like I don't know. I don't even know. I have 5 dogs and 6 cats.
Wow. Okay. And
Yeah.
did you accumulate?
You want one?
No, I've already got a dog. One too many. So do you accumulate them over time? I mean, has it been, or is it?
I don't know. I cannot go to shelters.
Yeah.
I want to save them all, so
Yeah,
I just take them all.
I get that. Is there a certain shelter where you donate to or spend time or
I go to the Seminole County
Seminole
one,
County, okay.
and I forgot the name of the other one that is in
Great.
Sanford.
Because we do have leadership academies, and I know that there's some service projects they go into, and maybe we could have. I know if we can talk to the lighthouse person, that's coordinator, maybe they can.
Miss Sandlish is actually a
Oh,
lighthouse coordinator.
What a coincidence!
Yes.
It's almost like I knew that.
Yes.
Because I do my homework, Ms. Tanlich. And so maybe Lighthouse, and we can talk about maybe later on a service project. That would be
Sure.
a great charity.
Awesome. Yeah,
Um,
that sounds good.
So great, guys. Last question. We got to know the Dean's Den audience. Would like to know favorite foods. We'll start with you, Miss Gonzalez. We'll work it in back directions.
Oh my
What's your
God.
favorite type of food?
Candy.
That's not a food.
Is
That's
it
not a
Nutella?
food. No.
Nutella.
Again,
Yes,
obviously you're
Nutella.
not science teachers.
Yes.
That's not a food. Let's try it one more time.
Well, I can only say the best food ever, Puerto Rican food.
Okay, so
That's
it's
it.
Puerto Rican
Yeah.
Spanish food. Miss Tanlich?
The superior Cuban food.
No way.
I'm gonna
No way.
Tanlich.
No,
yeah.
that's not being subjective. I mean, that's not being objective. You're being subjective. right
Anything
now.
pumpkin.
Anything
Yes,
pumpkin.
true. I agree
Anything
with that.
pumpkin? Okay. I'm gonna go with Miss Tanlich Cuban food, definitely.
Oh wait, that's not helping.
Everyone's favorite. You can do so much with chicken. You can do anything with chicken. Barbecue, bake, whatever. Cuban, whatever.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Just chicken in general.
Chicken in general.
There's a specific
Been done so many
type of
different
chicken?
ways. I'm making it broad. I was gonna say spaghetti, but I know people say spaghetti. But
He eats the weirdest type of thing.
He eats lettuce with nothing on it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
Wha-
his
that-
salad.
that's called a vegetarian.
guys, I'm not a vegetarian. But
Then
you,
that's called strange. Sorry.
That's his salad. It's just lettuce.
No dressing. no
look,
anything
lettuce
else.
as the base. Add chicken to it. Add onions. Add everything.
Mr.
to it.
Bradley, when I try to throw you a life preserver, grab it. Grab it. That's awesome. Well, that's the Dean's Den followers all wanted to have those questions. So I want to thank you guys for
Thank
joining
you.
us,
Thank you
and
for
that way I
having
hope
us.
some of you
having us.
guys learned a little bit more about the 6th grade, 7th, and 8th grade math teams now because of Connect and everything. And any students that see them around campus, make sure you say hi to Mr. Bradley, Ms. Tanlich, and Ms. Gonzalez. You guys are on the 3rd floor.
Yes.
You're on the 3rd floor. So make sure you stop by. Make sure you say hi. Let them know you saw them on the Dean's Den. And thanks so much for being a part of our show today. And as they leave, I'm going to bring in.
Well, I don't want to say anything. I just want to show everybody my outfit because I was told I look cute like 3 times today.
And I do need to bring the co-host of the show.
Well, I don't know where I can stand where they'll see my whole outfit. Tell them what I'm saying because I don't have a mic.
Well, no, you will in a second. Thank you, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Thank you.
For the TV set, if you don't mind blocking your logo.
I appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
I don't.
Glad to be here.
Tell them about my outfit. Tell
Very
them
cute.
saw-
Very cute.
Well, the lovely Miss Pearson today, the quintessential queen of style, the
I did not. That's not self-proclaimed because I really don't care what I wear.
I'm proclaiming it. The quintessential queen of style, as I aforementioned. Just a producer of such positivity and
Brad, get to the outfit.
and outfit dominance. She's sporting the black full boots, combat boots with the zipper on the side. Excellent work. To go with that, the greenish army fatigue half jacket with the sleeves off. Because it's fall, which matches the military look. And then we've got the black shirt underneath, perfectly placed past the sleeves, matching the aforementioned combat boots.
And what about my headband?
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. The black belt. Black belt kind of ties the whole outfit together. And then we go above and we go to the mask, which also matches. Also matches. It still matches. Very nice hair. Well done. She looks fantastic.
Her hair looks
And then
great.
she's got the exotic. She looks like a cheetah print for her headband. So 10 out of 10.
Any style tips?
Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
So at this point, we're going to excuse our guest so Ms. Pearson can slide in.
Oh, I grabbed the top?
Yes, Mr. Bradley, can you help Ms. Tamlich off the couch, please? I don't want her to fall. Help her out, please. Shut up. There you go. Thank you. You can just place it right there. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being on the Den. And with that, we're going to bring in Ms. Pearson. And we're going to move on to our next segment.
I thought that I was just showing my outfit. I
Oh
didn't know
no,
we were talking today.
we had to show your outfit because it's phenomenal.
Okay, thanks.
But we also wanted to bring in because we have to do our this week's Dean's Drive-Through where we answer our questions from our students.
Questions?
That's a great question, Miss Pearson. I was able to pull a couple from the old mail bag for the Dean's Drive-Through.
Man.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw some of these questions out to you. Tell me what how we can respond to them. Maybe I'll jump in there with you as well. How's that sound?
Okay, I was not prepared.
Are you ready? Well, this makes the drive-through perfect because it's just you got to answer those questions. If you see Mr. Miles sliding through, he is the master of media here at South Seminole Academy.
Oh yeah, preserve that.
The king of creativity. Thank you, sir. So the first question from the drive-through, the Dean's Drive-Through, students wanted to know, Ms. Pearson, how do you pick out your outfits in the morning?
Literally?
Really, that wasn't a question. I
was
wanted
about to say, okay, so what I do is I lay in my bed until the last possible minute because I like to lounge.
Okay.
I have an assortment of polos and bottoms, some black, some not black because I'm not a student, so I don't have to wear black or khaki.
Right.
And I just put them together.
Excellent. Well, hey, it's a winning
Today,
combination.
I had on a t-shirt. I had on a black t-shirt and jeans, and I was like, "Wow, I look really plain," and that's why I put on the vest. That's literally. You've probably never seen me wear this.
It's a winning combination. It's a winning combination. So, okay. So, real questions from the mailbag. For the drive-through.
Okay.
So, Dean's Drive-Through. So, question one of the questions was the lunch cards. Mm-hmm. Hey, they say, well, what if I go? One of the questions was, hey, if I go to lunch and I go to the lunch cart outside, and let's say they don't have what I want, and then I have to go to the cafeteria to get the lunch that I wanted. For what maybe they ran out, whatever it might be. Can I still come down to leadership hall afterwards? Because that's where I was first, and I had to go to the lunchroom. So it's kind of a two-part question, and it's a good question because
it is a good question. So I think at that point you would just have to talk to the adults. So Mr. Mertz is near the cart outside, so just talk to Mr. Mertz and say, "Hey, they ran out of the food that I want here, so I'm going to go in the cafeteria, and I would like to come back down." And we can communicate with our radio, so we could radio the adult in the cafeteria and say, "Hey, I have a student coming down. When they get their food, send them back down to me. They just ran out of the food at the
whatever
cart."
it might be. Awesome. Another question we got in the mailbag for the Dean's Drive-Through was at the end of the day at dismissal, students said, well, why do I have to walk towards the media center to go to the buses? Why can't I walk with my friends towards the bike rack and then I can just come up to the bus ramp that way? Right? And that was a question we got in the...
So I'm going to give two answers.
Sure.
First answer is because you all take too long to get on your bus, and we have to dismiss you in a timely manner. Okay, so it's just logistics. If you are riding a car, you need to go this way, bus this way, so that we can get you to your destinations as quickly as possible.
And if I can just dovetail onto that, Ms. Pearson, I don't think what a lot of students understand is that all those buses leave at the same time. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get everyone on the bus. We're trying to get everybody going, and then the bus is out of here so you guys can get home quicker. And if two or three,
well as get you and if you're a car rider, get you in your car and get out of here. So by the time the buses are ready to go, your parents aren't stuck
behind the buses.
Behind the buses. Same with if you walk. We want to get you across the crosswalk before the buses are coming.
Right. And it's also
a safety issue.
It is a safety issue because if you're coming up that other side by the bike rack up to the bus ramp, you're getting right in the middle of that stuff, and it's kind of harder for us to do.
Right.
So guys, use those QR codes, know where your buses are, make sure you go the right direction. Everything's done for a reason, and it's for the flow. We want to get everybody out of here quick. We want to get everybody here safe. We just need everybody to follow those directions.
The second thing is there's no point of us staggering dismissal for social distancing purposes if we're going to clump and hang out together.
That's exactly right.
So that's the second thing. So we've always done that because of the logistics, but now there's a second layer of just protecting ourselves with the pandemic.
Yep. Well, our last question from the drive-through was, if I'm dismissed, like you were just saying, staggered, can I just hang out in the courtyard or wait for my friends because I walk home with someone? And I'll just say, no, you need to move. If you're waiting for someone, talk to them and say, hey, meet me at the corner, meet me at Rotary Park, meet me, because what happens is we wait for those dismissed. And as Ms. Pearson alluded, it's the CDC guidelines and SCPS policy for social distancing. We want to make sure you go where you need to go before we dismiss the next large group. And that helps take care of a whole slew of things. So we just want to make sure we do that. Those are the 3 questions we got this week in the drive-through. I know that some segment that we're looking to add as well, anybody watching the Dean's Den, is we want to talk and see if anybody would like to volunteer to be a Dean's Den remote reporter to do interviews for the Den. If any students are interested in that, come talk to Ms. Pearson or myself down at the PSC and let us know your interest in being that remote reporter. We want that person to go out and be able to interview students or staff, and then those video segments, will be played here on the Dean's Den.
All right, sounds great.
That's awesome. Without further ado, I think that concludes another exciting edition of the Den. And with that, we want to tell all the students, don't
forget
to storm.
Hello and welcome to Mandatory Music Exploration. I am your host, Chani, or Chunk, and today we're just going to be talking about music. We have a guest star on our show. His name is Lewis Whaley.
Hey.
He's a fellow musician, and we're just going to be talking about music. So, Lewis, what kind of music do you find yourself listening to the most?
Well, I happen to listen to classical music the most because I think there's just so much variety to it. There's several periods, and I happen to be a classical musician myself.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah.
Based on personal experience, I know that music can bring back some nostalgia, and it can have like an impact on you. So, is there any type of music that brings back memories for you?
Well, I don't know the type of music, but I remember the song "Don't Worry, Be Happy" because my dad used to play it when I was little. And there was a video with dancing babies. It was kind of weird, but that brings back memories.
I see. What instruments do you play?
I'm a piano player, so hence the classical musician. I play Franz Liszt, Beethoven, all the good stuff.
All right. When you practice, do you tend to be stressed, or are you attentive to your craft?
Well, I actually don't get stressed very much when I practice. I'm very attentive. It's not something that I dread doing. I actually enjoy practicing a lot.
Oh, that's good. I certainly don't. Are there any potential genres of music that just disgust you?
Let me see. That's a good question. Well, every genre of music has its outlier. I don't think there's any necessarily bad genre of music. Except for maybe the Baroque period of classical music. I think that stuff just sucks, but then again, music's subjective.
All right, that's a good response. Are there any pieces that you play that make you feel like vigilant or on your toes?
Well, I mean, the most difficult piece, well, usually it would be difficult pieces, but there's none that I play that really do that. I guess Moonlight's not a third movement, that's difficult.
Yeah, you learned that one recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, actually. I'm still working out the kinks in it, but if you're talking about listening pieces, pieces like La Campanella, Fuchs, Follets, those are skimpy and fast, and that kind of makes me feel like it's on the toes.
Yeah. What about music inspires you the most?
What about music? Well, I don't know, just the sounds, how everything comes together to form one melody. And it's all different, so there's never one set of code to make good music. I think that's very cool about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This one isn't a question that I wrote down, but I'm curious, what about the piano pulls you to it the most out of every instrument? Because I know you play some others as well, but piano tends to be your favorite.
Well, the thing about piano is it's one of the only instruments that you could play a full song with, like, let's say something like like let's trumpet. You could play it, but you usually need some other instruments to accompany you. With a piano, you could play something that the entire orchestra could play, and I think that's really cool about it.
Yeah. I already know the answer to this question, but do you have a favorite composer?
Franz Liszt.
Yeah. Why is he your favorite?
First of all, I think he's the greatest pianist of all time. He glorified the piano, actually. That's why I think he was so important to piano in general. First one to hold solo piano concerts, recitals, all that stuff. He was also a humanitarian, like a good person. He donated a ton of money. And he looks like me, so, that's another plus.
Has listening to music ever made you feel, like, apprehensive or in danger?
Yes, Ravel's Scarbo. That song, it gives me anxiety. It's such a bizarre piece. You just don't expect what they're gonna play next. Usually you'd expect it to have a satisfying conclusion, but it just goes on and on, always like creeping over the edge.
Ah, I see. What is the, this is our last question, but what is the most common feeling that you have when you're listening to music?
The most common feeling. That's a common feeling. I guess it would be, I don't know. Sometimes there's joy. If I'm in a good mood, I'll listen to certain kinds of pieces. If sometimes I'm maybe not in a good mood, I'd listen to darker kinds of pieces. It's all really depends on my mood before it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
Here's a bonus question, because this is 5 minutes long, and that's not long enough for me. So, are there any, like, groups that, like, just inspire you? Maybe not, like, pianists, but,
of course, yeah.
I don't know, name a few.
Group. Groups. What do you mean inspire me? I don't think there's any certain group or just bands that I enjoy.
Sure.
Yeah, like ELO, like classic Queen, the Beatles. Nothing really special. I've never been really deep into pop music where I could list these underground bands, but
Yeah.
The Beatles, they have some good tunes. Queen and ELO, I like them.
So you like the older stuff?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. I will. Yeah. I don't know. All right. Cool. Thanks for listening and watching this. We had a fun time recording, and we hope you had a good time watching it. So
I mentioned someone introduced me to Daft Punk.
Oh yeah, Daft Punk is good. I am the one who brought that upon him, so I'm very proud. It was me all along, the imposter. Okay, you all have a lovely day, and I guess we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Welcome everybody to the Friday Show. Today we have something we've never done before. We're going to be debuting a music video. That's right, a music video. Boy, if any of you kids knew what MTV was, you'd know that this is a world premiere video, and they used to do that all the time on MTV. Just Google it. It was something that used to happen all the time. The music video we're going to be debuting comes from one of our students, Amelia, who shot a music video not too long ago and gives us a great tour of Orlando at the same time. Hello, Amelia. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. So tell me a little bit about the idea for doing a music video. How did this come about?
Well, first of all, we recorded a video of me singing another Indonesian cultural song in school from Cultural Expo, and we posted it on my mom's YouTube page. And so a famous singer named Demy from Banyuwangi in Indonesia commented on the video and asked us if I wanted to record a music video for him for one of his songs. So we said, sure.
Wow, so he found you on YouTube. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Very good. So you get a call. Hey, do you want to shoot a music video? And of course you were like, yeah, absolutely. I want to shoot a music video. So you went out. We see a whole bunch of different locations. Tell us some of the places you went to go shoot this music video.
We recorded the music video at iDrive in a few different iconic places like the Orlando Eye in front of Wonderworks, Ripley's Believe It or Not, because people in Indonesia, they have a little obsession with Western countries and that kind of stuff. And so he said for us to like have a video with the background of stuff in America that you wouldn't typically see over there. And so we decided to go to iDrive because it has perfect things like the Orlando Eye, iconic places in Orlando.
And tell us, how long did it take to shoot this video? You didn't do this all in one day, did you?
Actually, we did shoot the video in one day.
Okay. Well, you're going to get to see a lot of different locations in a short amount of time. Then you guys must have moved around a lot that day because you did everything in the daytime. So it was a daytime shoot, and you probably had to move pretty fast that day.
Yeah, we did. We had someone record it for us. AMELIA, I think he did a very wonderful job at that. But yeah, we were bouncing around iDrive a lot and going from this place to record a different scene.
So for those of you that want to see the video, we're going to be debuting it here on the Friday afternoon show. But if anybody else wants to go to the original location on YouTube to find the video, tell us where we can find that. We want to give those likes.
Yay. Yes, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay. So the video was posted on the singer's official YouTube page, Demyyoker official. That's spelled DEMYYOKER official.
Demyyoker official. Okay. Now, the song that you're singing, was that a song you had heard before, or was this something brand new to you?
Actually, I hadn't heard the song before, but I love singing cultural music from different countries, and of course, Indonesia, the country where my mom is from. So he let us listen to the song, and I picked it up pretty quickly, and we recorded it in a recording studio, and yeah, it was fun.
What's the name of the song?
The name of the song is Kangen Isun. That's spelled Kangen. Right there.
Okay, I'm definitely going to make you say the title of the song again because I don't want to mess it up. So not yet. Here comes. You ready? Okay, now at this time, stand by for the world premiere music video from Amelia King, and the name of the song is
Kangen Isun.
Jaden. We got Capo. We got football we're going to be talking about today, guys. Say hi to everybody. Hello. Come on.
Hi, guys.
Capo, you got to put it there. You
Hi.
go. There you go. All right. Hey, Jaden, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Awesome. All right, so we're going to talk a little football today. We're right at the beginning of October. It's the fall season. So I've got a slate of high school games, and my guys here are going to help me pick these games, see what they think, who's favored, and then we're going to move on to the NFL schedule. And we've got 4 marquee games we're going to be talking about and get these guys' inputs on what they think. These guys are my football gurus, so we're going to be talking a little football. And then later on in this special edition of the Dean's Den, we're bringing in my man Jamal and Javon, the double J's. They're going to be coming in, talking a little Cowboy Giant football, talking a little playoffs, see how everybody's kind of lining up. So that's to come. That's a preview, the Double J show. They're going to be coming in next. But right now, I got my boys here. Guys, we got a full slate of games here October 2nd. I want to start with the big one on the market. I'm going to see what you guys think about this one. You ready? We got an undefeated Edgewater ranked number 1 in 7A at Wekiva. Wekiva's got a strong club. They've blown some people out this year. This is going to be a huge matchup tonight in Wekiva, 7 o'clock. Start with you, Rich. What do you think? Who are you taking in this one?
Well, I know Edgewater, they're a very disciplined team.
Yes, they are.
So I'm going to take them. I think it's going to be really close, but I think Edgewater
What do you think? What are you thinking? Final score, Richie, give it to me.
I know high school games, they're really high scoring. So I got Edgewater 35, Wekiva 31.
That's actually not bad. Yeah, Edgewater's got a high-powered offense. Got a lot of Division I guys on that roster coming up. Capo, what do you got for me? Edgewater at Wekiva, powerhouse matchup. What do you got?
Like Richie said, Edgewater is a disciplined team because I remember what happened last time when they couldn't play. But yeah, versus Wekiva, that's going to be a good game, but it's probably going to match up. Probably going to be like 34. Edgewater 34, Wekiva 30.
Great. Another close one, but taking Edgewater in the close game. So both of you guys have it a 1-score game. Jaden, this Edgewater team embarrassed Winter Park last week. I mean, I think it was 36-6. I mean, they just took it to them, to those Wildcats. Another tough game this week against Wekiva. Edgewater's lost 1 game this year. It's to IMG, one of the top-ranked teams in the nation early on in their first week at the IMG Academy. I know you got a little bias here because you got that Winter Park blood in you, but who are you taking in the Edgewater-Wekiva series?
Definitely Edgewater.
Definitely Edgewater. Okay. Yeah. Are you thinking like Capo and Richie a 1-score game? What do you think?
I think like 35-28.
Okay, so a little bit more separation. Yeah. So we got all Edgewater, right? Edgewater Eagles over Wekiva. Awesome. All right, another huge matchup here. Seminole against Lake Mineola. Now, before everybody says, wait, what do you mean that's a big matchup? Lake Mineola. Lake Mineola has a running back who is one of the top players in the state. Big guy. Big power back. So it could be a ball control offense for Lake Mineola versus a very wide open Timmy McLean-led offense for Seminole. Timmy McLean, as you guys know, has already committed to South Florida, Division I quarterback. They play more of an open style, a lot of athletic ability on that field. So let's start with you, Jaden. We'll go backwards. Jaden, who are you taking in this one? Seminole at Lake Mineola. Seminole has to make that trip. What do you think?
I think Lake Mineola because
you taking Mineola the upset. Nice.
Seminole's defense is okay. But they got a good running back.
Mm-hmm.
Push it up the field.
So they're just going to pound the ball, pound that rock. All right. What are you taking the score in that upset?
I don't know. I'm thinking 35, 30.
Okay. All right. High scoring game.
Yeah.
Okay. Capo, what you got for me? Seminole, Lake Mineola.
I don't know about that one. It's probably.
Come on. You've got a reputation of picking these games perfectly, Capo. Come on. We're waiting on it. What do you got for me? Viewers want to know.
Probably going to be, I don't know, man.
Well, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a tough matchup because it's a road game. So, I mean, it's not a slam dunk for Seminole.
Yeah, Seminole's probably going to lose, though.
Okay, so you're taking Lake Mineola. You taking a close game or are you taking another blowout?
It's probably going to be a close game.
Okay, awesome. All right, close game. And Richie, what do you got for me? Lake Mineola at Seminole at Lake Mineola.
I'm with Capo a little bit. I don't know too much about those teams, but Jaden said that Seminole has not a bad defense, but just not a good defense. And when you have a really good running back that's top in the state, I think he's just going to feast, go like old school football.
Just pound it up. Yeah. Okay. All right, so you're taking. All right, so we got all Lake Mineola, all taking the upset. That's nice. So you guys now the first 2 games you've all picked the same teams. So I'm going to give you a third game, and since you've all picked the same teams, we'll see if you pick different teams here, kind of like tiebreaker. All right, Lake Howell, your Lake Howell Silverhawks at East River Eagles, the first matchup of the year, district opponents. Tonight at East River, 7 o'clock. East River is a 1-1 team coming off of a win. Lake Howell is a 1-1 team also coming off of a loss this time to Crosstown Haggerty, which is a bigger classification, a bigger school. So what do you guys think? Let's start with you, Richie. Actually, no, Capo, let's start with you. You haven't gone first.
I think
Lake Howell at East River. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Lake Howell.
Lake Howell. All right. Jaden, what do you got?
Gotta go Lake Howell.
Gotta go Lake Howell. You got 2 Lake Howells. What are you guys thinking? Close one? Come down to the end. What are you guys thinking? Tough?
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What do you think?
It's
Definitely.
probably gonna be really close.
Really close. Richie, who are you taking?
I got Lake Howell.
Yeah,
too.
all right, all
Yeah.
Lake Howell. So when you guys say it's going to come down, you think it's going to come down to defense, offense,
field
special
goal.
teams? What are you thinking?
Field goal, definitely
goal.
field goal.
Think it's going to be down to a field goal?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I agree, field goal.
Field goal? Okay, it's good. We're a 3-point game, Lake Howell. All right, awesome. That sounds good. We're going to move on, boys. Thanks for that. We're going to move on to our next one, which is our NFL games. We've got 4 games we're looking at this week. But before we get to that, Broncos-Jets last night. Broncos taking it to the Jets, 37-28. Sam Darnold did have a nice run, right, Richie?
Yeah, that was a nice run. He looked like Lamar Jackson out there.
He did. For a big
Yeah.
guy, he could move. Right?
Yeah.
Jets did fall, though, 37-28. We had the
Yeah.
rookie quarterback Rippon coming in there throwing up 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so Melvin Gordon finally got on track, 100 yards. What do you guys think about Melvin Gordon as a running back? Good in Denver?
Oh yeah, I think he fits with that system
Fits that
a lot.
style?
Yeah.
What do you think, Capo?
I don't really follow up with the Jets that much, but
Yeah.
he seems like a good player.
Okay,
so.
awesome.
Yeah.
Jaden, you got anything to
Yeah.
add to this game last night?
Like he says, he seems pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Okay.
Can move the ball.
All right, boys, here we go. Quick predictions on these games. Give me a winner, straight up. We're not even doing points here. We're not doing scores. We're going to go straight up winner or loser. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to run through it, and I'm going to start with Richie. I'm going to go down the line, and I'm going to start with you, and then we're going to go back this way. Ready? Here we go. Lightning round. Are we ready?
Mhm.
All right, my 3 big football partners. Chargers at Bucks. Go.
Bucks.
Bucks.
Definitely Bucks.
Colts, Bears. Colts at Bears.
Colts.
Come on, it's a lightning round. Lightning round means quick. Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
Bears. Jaguars at Bengals.
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 Bengals. Browns, Cowboys.
Oh, that's
Cowboys.
That's easy.
Yeah, I've got the Browns.
Well,
That's for you, Double J. All right, Saints, Lions. Go. Saints at Lions.
Saints.
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 All right, Seahawks, Dolphins.
Seahawks.
How you going to pick the
Richie.
Seahawks? You know what, Richie?
I'm an honest man.
Ravens at Washington. Go.
Ravens.
Washington.
Ravens, okay. Cardinals
Might
at
come back.
Panthers. Go.
Cardinals.
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 Oh, all Cardinals. No Teddy Bridgewater magic there. Okay.
No.
Vikings at Texans. Now, both
Ooh,
teams are
Texas.
0-3.
Texas.
Nobody's won this year for both these teams. But great quarterbacks. Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson for the Texans. You got Kirk Cousins with that billion-dollar contract he signed in Minnesota. Ready, Capo? Go.
Texas.
Texans. Jaden.
Texans, yeah.
Texans.
Wow, everybody picking against those Vikings this
Yeah.
week. All right, Patriots, Chiefs.
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 Wow, okay. Giants, Rams. Capo.
Giants.
Rams.
Rams.
I believe in
You're
them.
on your own. Hey,
I
next
believe
time
in
we
them.
talk, next time we talk, when I'm gonna tell you right now, when they beat those Rams, I want you to remind
They
them that you
don't have
picked the
Saquon.
Rams. Remind them, Capo, you picked those Giants.
Yeah.
All right, last couple of games. You guys ready? Here we go. Bills, Raiders. Bills at Raiders. Go.
Bills blowout.
Ooh, making a bold prediction.
Bills, definitely.
Bills.
You guys going with a blowout like
Yeah.
Richie? He's pretty confident in that. Okay.
Yeah.
Eagles, a struggling winless Eagles team against a 49ers team who I don't even know if they have enough players to play. They got so many injuries. What do you got, Capo? Eagles at 49ers.
I'm gonna take Eagles.
Eagles are taking the winless Eagles against an ambulance 49ers looking like a hospital.
Eagles. Definitely.
Eagles.
The game's in Philly.
The game is in San Francisco.
Oh.
Philly has to make the trip to the West Coast.
Niners.
Taking the Niners. All right, and our final one of the week, Monday Nighter. It's going to be a good one. Falcons, Packers. It's in Green Bay. Falcons are struggling. They're 0-3. Packers are 3-0. It's looking, are the Falcons going to finally find their magic, or do you think the Packers are just going to roll them again? What do you got?
I got the Falcons in an upset.
Falcons in an upset on Monday
Yeah.
night. I like your style. Come on,
Packers.
Capel. Lightning round. What do you got?
Packers.
Packers. Okay. So I guess, guys, if we do this again
I
next
believe.
week, we'll have to talk about those games. We'll see how they fell in your predictions. Make sure you remind everybody that when the Giants win, that you pick the Giants. All right. All right. I want to thank you guys for our NFL and high school roundup for the week and our key games. Again, Dean's Den, I want to thank my football gurus, Richie, Capo, and Jaden. You did a fantastic job today. Sign off, boys. Tell everybody bye.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna bring in. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Well done. No, thanks for coming on the Dean's Den. Discuss a little football. Double J, come on in. Come on, Javon. Come on, Jamal. All right. Now that we did the football predictions, that was great. I got my two J's on here, J Company, Jamal and Javon. So we're going to talk a little NFC East a little bit, possibly. We want to talk about the Giants-Cowboys rivalry. Now, everybody knows the Giants and Cowboys are rivals in the NFC East, right, Javon?
Yes, sir.
Do you need to answer Snapchat, or are we good? Or
No.
okay, you looking up the standings?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right, Jamal, let's start with you. Cowboys. Got to get to this. Make your Cowboys, Giants. Cowboys, really? Okay. Now the Giants are a little beat up, but you're thinking the Cowboys all the way in their two matchups in that rivalry. Who do you think? You think the Cowboys are going to win that division? They'll win the NFC East. They're going to win that division. Who do you think their toughest opponent's going to be in that division to get past? If you had to look at Philadelphia, New York, or Washington, and you look at those three teams, which one do you think is going to challenge the Cowboys the most for that division title? It's a tough one, I know. They're all rivals. What do you think?
I don't really know though.
Well, take a guess. Who do you think? Who do you think is going to challenge your Cowboys for that title? Javon, what are you thinking? Help Jay over here. Help your other J man over here.
Probably Washington. The Eagles not looking so good without the Giants running back Saquon.
Yeah, he's out for the year. That ACL injury. That's right.
So I think.
Sorry, Capo.
The Cowboys gonna have the Washingtons as one of their best opponents.
And Washington does have a good ground game with rookie Antonio Gibson. So that's an exciting quarterback, Dwayne Haskins. Let's talk about Dak Prescott though. What do you think about Dak Prescott? Your quarterback with the Cowboys. What are you thinking?
Oh yeah,
What do you like about him?
he throw very good.
He can throw very good. That's right, Jamal. That's absolutely. Javon, what do you think? What's your impression about Dak Prescott?
He can stay in the pocket, but when rolling out, I don't think he can make that type of pass.
Yeah, he does have some good weapons though, right? He's got Ezekiel Elliott, right? He's got Amari Cooper. He's got some good weapons.
Especially, yeah.
He's got that nice young tight end too. Took over. I forget the guy's name now, but he took over for.
Oh yeah,
for
he's
Witten.
doing pretty good.
Yeah. That's awesome. So do you want to add anything else about the standings? What do you got for us? Leaving the NFC East and the Cowboys, Javon, what else you got for us in those standings?
The NFC East, Washington is in the lead as 1 and 2, so that's not the best division.
Right.
The Seahawks in the NFC West, Packers in the NFC North.
And I believe our crew picked the Packers to win that Monday night game. Our expert crew did, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. And what did you? And the Seahawks, I believe 2 of our 3 experts picked the Seahawks. No, let me take that back. I would like to say that our Dolphins fan picked the Dolphins, but he did not. So, yeah, they all picked the Seahawks in that game. What else you got for us?
And then in the NFC South, the Buccaneers at 2 and 1, so they're not looking as bad.
All right. So let me ask you this, guys, J&J. Give me your playoff, or if you had to pick right now, pick your division winners. Javon, pick your division winners.
Okay.
And then tell me, who do you think makes the wild card right now?
All right, division winners, this is pretty easy. I have the Packers.
Okay.
I think the Saints are actually going to turn up and upset the Bucks. The Seahawks, obviously, and then Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But for the wild card, I'm going to say the Bucks.
Okay.
And then the Rams.
I like that. What do you think, Jay?
I agree.
You agree with that? Is there any team out there, Jamal, that you're thinking everyone's sleeping on right now? That you think we're like, people sleeping on this team a little bit?
No.
You think everybody's kind of like right there? Come on, it's got to be one team. Javon, what do you think? Is there one team somebody's sleeping on?
Nah.
Right now, the Saints. Everyone's calling them average now that Drew Brees isn't doing as good as last season.
Right.
But I think that they're going to turn up and start making the playoffs.
Do you agree with that, Jamal?
Nah.
You don't think the Buccaneers are hanging on to that division? Yeah? All right, so we got a little disagreement with the Jays and Jays. One's taking the Buccaneers in that division, one's taking the Saints. Okay. That sounds great. Is there anything else you guys want to add to today's football edition, Friday football edition?
No.
No. All right. Well, thanks, boys. That was awesome. You guys did a great job. You guys have anything you want to say to the audience, to the Dean's Den audience?
Stay on top of your fantasy teams.
Very right. You play
that had me
fantasy
last week.
Yeah. You play fantasy, Jamal? No? Okay. You play fantasy, Jamal?
Yeah.
Good for you. All right. So do I. Sounds good. All right. And with that, that'll be the end of the J&J show here on the Dean's Den. Appreciate you guys making time for us. Hope to have you back soon.
Yes, sir.
By the way, love the mustache. How long did it take you to grow?
About 2 months.
About 2 months. Do you trim it? Do you go to the barber to get that done, or do you
The
just is it at home
It's
on your
the
own?
barber.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Does it take a lot of work? Upkeep? Do you put like lotion and stuff on it? Is it just you trim it? What do you do?
Just trim it.
Just trim it. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks. Thank you, Javon. Thank you, Jamal, and your wonderful mustache to the J&J crew. And that'll be it for the Dean's Den Football Edition. Thanks, boys. All right.
Welcome to the Friday Show.
I'm Elisa.
I'm Bailey.
And I'm Taylor. Today we're going to be talking about top 5 Funko Pops.
Top 5 of mine, or top 4, I have Baby Yoda, Sarah Sanderson, and the Modern Family, and the Hulk. And now I'm going to turn it to Taylor.
Thanks. I have the top 5 rarest Funko Pops. At number 5, we have Green Lantern. And on number 4, we have Loki. Number 3, Star Wars Shadows Trooper. Number 2, Silver Batman. And number 1, Dumbo.
I didn't even know that existed.
Well, that's it for the Friday Show. Thank you.
We'll see you back here next week. Bye.
Hi, I'm Danny DeVito.
And I'm Mads.
And we're from the SA Beans.
And we're here to talk about
Spirit Week. Spirit Week will be the week of October 5th through the 9th. Since this is the end of the 9 weeks, we at SGA felt that it would be fun to celebrate the end of the 9 weeks.
This week will include Mom Monday,
the ever so popular Tourist Tuesday,
Dress Like Your Favorite TV Character Wednesday,
Show Off Your Culture Appreciation Thursday,
and finally, the most relaxing of all, Pajama Friday. Students, you will still need to follow dress code policy during this week, even if you are not participating.
Students who are not participating need to adhere to the SSA dress code, while those who are will need to follow the SCPS dress code guidelines. All students, including Seminole Connect students, are more than welcome to participate and can send in pictures to southseminolenews@yahoo.com to be featured on the news.
We look forward to seeing you all participating and boosting morale in your school culture.
Have a great day, and
don't forget the beans.
Hello guys, my name's Ethan.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Cameron.
And welcome to the
Friday Afternoon Show.
So today on the Friday Afternoon Show, we're going to be talking about movies and TV shows. And what do you guys think your favorite genre would be?
I would have to say mystery or horror.
Mystery or comedy?
Mystery or comedy? What would be your favorite movie from one of those genres?
I don't know, but my favorite movie of all time is probably Little Mermaid. I don't really watch that much movies. I really only watch TV shows.
My favorite movie would have to be Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
Definitely.
What do you think, like, your favorite, per se, movie from the whole Harry Potter?
The fourth one.
The fourth
definitely.
one?
Because I've read the book of the fourth one, and I think the movie is way better.
The movie is better? The books are a lot descriptive.
Yeah, the books are a little bit better than the movies. It's just the fourth one is definitely the best movie out of, like, everything.
What do you think your favorite scene is from the fourth one?
Oh, God. Probably when they, either the World Cup scene, the first scene of the movie, or the last scene where they get, they grab the Tri-Wizard Cup, and they get teleported to the graveyard, and then that's where Harry and Voldemort have their first wizard battle, kind of like duel.
I love it when he gets his name pulled from the cup.
Yes.
And they're like, how
Oh
does
my
that
God.
happen?
Huh?
Because Harry wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, and I would have just not getting up. I would have ran out to my common room and been like, all right, I'm leaving. So, got all my stuff. All right, I'm going back home.
Let's say TV for you, Paige. What do you think your favorite TV show?
I would have to say Riverdale of all time. It has to be Riverdale.
Riverdale's awesome. I'd say Stranger Things.
Stranger Things is a very good one. I enjoy Stranger Things. What's like your favorite maybe like episode? One that was filled with like the most drama for you?
Oh no, I can't do that.
It's probably either the first episode when Jason dies, like not really, but like, or it's when the part with Jughead when fourth season when he died and then came back to life.
Mm-hmm.
I cried during that. Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Oh, I don't know. Stranger Things is all good. Like, if you were to ask me, like, which one would you rewatch? I'd be like, all of them. Like, you can't, like, I mean, you can, but in my opinion, if you're really, like, love Stranger Things, you have to watch all of them if you can't really have a favorite. It's just everything is amazing.
What do you think, if you can't pick a favorite episode, what do you think, like, season was? What do you think your favorite season was?
I'd have to say, because that's kind of hard, because I would say either, well, are we picking from my favorite or the, like, saddest? Like, emotions hit the most?
I think, like, your honest favorite. I'd say mine's the second, because you have showing the new character of Max.
True.
Mad Max. And her abusive brother.
Oh, yeah.
Which really gets into the plot of the show. As well as where 11 went after she disappeared.
Oh,
and she
yeah.
defeated the Demogorgon. And all that. It was an overall great season.
I would have to agree with you.
I would have to say my favorite season will probably be season 3.
Season 3, yeah.
Season
like
3
season
is
3.
awesome, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like,
It was just weird. It was very weird in season 3.
Yeah, but I feel like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. But I do have to ask about one thing about Stranger Things toward either one of you. Which one can answer it? Which episode do you think was the scariest or had the most, like, thrills or chills?
I think, honestly, it was when they got into the Starcourt Mall in season 3, and they were in there.
Oh.
Well, like, how do I say it? 11, all of them, they were all getting fireworks there at the store.
Oh my God.
And Billy could trace 11 by the blood, and it was cool. I thought that was a really cool episode.
Yeah.
It was very crazy. Because that was nearing the end of the show.
I think that was like the last episode, almost like the second to last episode.
Yeah, I think so too. Before the big fight at Starcourt Mall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably my favorite. That big scene with the Demogorgon and everything. I think I think it was the Demogorgon. That.
So Paige, tell me what is your favorite moments from Riverdale?
Favorite moment would be when Jughead came back to life. I really love Jughead, and it's like, yeah, everything I have is Riverdale, like my backpack, my entire room. I have posters everywhere. I have a hoodie, Southside Serpent hoodie. I'm Jughead Jones for Halloween. Well, I was going to. I have tattoos for Southside Serpent. My room is Southside Serpent. Everything.
Gonna ask you something. Oh, what was the biggest plot twist from Riverdale?
It would probably be when it was probably the part where I think it's season 4. When the principal went missing, and he ended up in the sisters.
Oh yeah. I was like, thinking, I was like, when was that? I was like, oh yeah.
Going back to Stranger Things, I want to ask you both. What was your favorite character and why? I'm gonna start with Cameron.
I think we all know. Well,
11?
Oh, of course, I love 11. 11's like, she's just like the best at acting. She's really good at acting. I mean, if without 11, the story definitely wouldn't be.
Oh yeah, what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I wouldn't really be interested in it. I don't think a lot of people would be interested in it if 11 wasn't in. Just because she's like the greatest like, she's not the greatest actor, but like, she is an amazing actor.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite character would probably be the sheriff. I forgot his name.
Hopper?
Hopper, yeah.
Yeah.
It made me
Hopper.
cry when he died from
Oh my
whatever it was.
god, yeah.
That was super
Aw.
sad, but he's probably my favorite character of all time.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I think the reason why though, because it was either, I think it was season 1, they got into, he like snuck in there without anyone else. He snuck in there and he figured out what was going on.
Oh yeah.
And then I also love when he went into the police station to figure out that that body that was stuck in the thing wasn't Will's actual body.
Oh yeah.
Because the government was trying to hide it. The laboratory was trying to hide the fact that Demyyoker got out and caused something. And he was onto the case. He was on top of it 24/7. And I really liked that.
Very weird question for Stranger Things, but what was your reaction when they found Bill? Or
Will? I was honestly happy because I was waiting.
Yes, it felt so long. It was
I
like,
thought,
come on, Will.
when I first
come out.
started the show, he disappeared on like the first episode.
He did.
Yeah, he disappeared on the start of the show. And I was like, is this going to be the whole show? It's just trying to get this kid back from whatever the heck just happened?
Yeah, I was about to quit.
And at
I
the
was
end of
like,
the season, I was just like, are they finally going to find him? Because all the clues are leading up to what's happening.
it's like, dude,
come on.
Where's Will? Let's go.
I also like the start of the show where the Demyyoker like escapes and he kills that guy trying to get away in the elevator. That was cool.
Yeah, I really like that part. That was
Yeah.
very interesting.
Well, I think this is going to wrap up today's show, and I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.